How do you find joy in the storm? My word for 2025 is joy. I decided to choose a word for 2025 instead of a goal to achieve. I decided I'd rather be something instead of trying to achieve a certain thing for 2025. So, my word for this year is joy. Hi, my name is Donna, and I'm glad you stopped by. Let's talk about joy. I was in junior high, called middle school now, and I can remember when we were passing from one class to another that our principal, Mr. Sparlin, would stand outside his office in the hallway, and he'd stand there as we were rushing by to get to our next class, and he would say as we were passing him, "Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning." And we rushed by, "Good morning, Mr. Sparlin. Good morning, Mr. Sparlin." And I remember one day I'm walking by and he catches my eye and he says, "You are the happiest kid I've ever seen. You're always smiling." And I just smiled, hurried by and said, "Hi, Mr. Sparlin," trying to get to my class. But I thought about that many, many times afterwards. And I was trying to figure out, why was I happy during that time? What was going on during that time? Well, during that time, my mom was battling cancer for the second time. Where was the joy? Where was the joy? I also remember during that time that I liked my school and I liked my teachers. I was on the track team and that was really fun. And I thought maybe during that time, that's where I found joy because it was a really hard time. Also, during that time, my cousin got married. And my sister and I, and two of my cousins, the four of us, were bridesmaids in her wedding. We were so excited. We were somewhere between 9, 10, and 11 years old. Well, my mom was in the hospital with cancer. The doctor said that she could come to the wedding. But as soon as the wedding was over, she had to come back to the hospital. And we were so happy. My mom was able to come to the wedding. And she looked beautiful. I remember thinking, well, why is she in the hospital? She looks perfectly fine. We had joy in the midst of a really difficult storm. Well, fast forward 8 or so years, and by this time I'm in college. And I decided, I don't know why, because I never wanted to be an actress. Wasn't interested in that at all, but I thought being in a play would be fun. It's the only reason I tried out. I tried out for The Good Doctor. And for those of you who don't know, it's a series of short plays. I was selected, and I ended up playing the role of the wife of a low-level government employee. And we're out at the opera, and seated in front of us was a high-level government official. And my husband sneezes on the back of the head and neck of this high-level official, and he's horrified. Well, we had to reenact that in slow motion. My mom and dad came to every performance, everyone. They would get there early so that they could sit in the middle of the theater near the front. Every performance, I could hear my mom laughing, laughing. During this time, she was going through the third recurrence of cancer. Still found joy. Not terribly long after that, she did pass away. And eventually my dad remarried. And from that, my sister and I got a lovely, lovely stepmother. And not one, not two, but three fabulous brothers. Joy. Now I have an aunt. Her name is Aunt Esther. She's 92 years old, and she was married to my Uncle Jim. He lived to 91. Well, I just remember this down through the years. Whenever you'd say, "Hi, Aunt Esther, how are you?" she would say, "Terrific." Uncle Jim, same thing. "Hi, Uncle Jim, how you doing?" "Terrific," in this big, booming, confident voice. That's what they said, no matter what, good times or bad. terrific. Joy. So here's the bonus. Circumstances don't have to be stormy for you to find joy. Find joy in ordinary things. For example, when I was young, my mom and dad, my sister and I, we used to do jigsaw puzzles regularly. Love jigsaw puzzles. Now, my sister and I still do them. I'm 62, she's 61. We finish our jigsaw puzzles, we take pictures of them, send them to each other, and then we trade puzzles. Well, a couple years ago, my son gives me a 3D wooden puzzle. I've never done those before. Never. So here's what it looks like. It's a 3D puzzle of an airplane. So here it is. Now I'm working on this. This is how much I've completed so far. There's the propeller. I'm almost done. I just have the 3 levels of wings and the little platform to finish. I love it. I am having a great time. I put on music and I punch out these wooden pieces and put it together. I am having a joyful time. Joy doesn't just happen. We have to look for it. We have to look for it in ordinary times and in challenging times. We have to look for it, find it, and then we have to choose it. Choose joy. You know, the Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Find your joy. It'll be there if you look for it. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please like it. If you really enjoyed it, I'd be delighted if you subscribe to this channel. Until next time, ciao for now.